Greetings all, this is Precious the New Jamaican. I got my passport. I got my passport. So I got my passport. Yes. So this is not a difficult process at all. You fill out the application ahead of time. You have your documentation ahead of time. And for me, I had my citizenship paper and my U.S. passport, and that was my those were my supporting documentation. And you have your money. What and I had my application certified by Justice of the Peace. Now, Justice of the Peace is not the only person who can certify your passport application. You can get a minister, a principal. There's a whole list of individuals that they accept a certifying agent for your passport application. And that's actually on the passport, so you don't have to worry about that. It's simple for me to just go to a Justice of the Peace. So I did that. Had all of the documentation. Now, unlike the immigration and citizenship office, this office is a lot more busy, and which makes sense. There are going to be a whole lot more people dealing with passports than there are immigration and citizenship. Um, so, like most offices, if you do not have any business there, you're not coming actually inside of the building. That may not have always been the case, but this is a COVID thing. So they're going to have you sitting outside. Like Remy came with, and he had to like sit outside. At least it's covered and there's a tent. So I let them know that I was coming to get a passport, gave me my little white ticket, and sent me into this back office. And went there, and again, had to tell the security why I was there. And then in the Pico office and in so many banks, not the office on Waterloo Road though, but some banks and in this particular office, Constant Spring office, you have to pull down your mask and let the video take a picture of you. They need to see your actual face. And then you pull the mask back up. Sit and wait. It really wasn't that many people, or whether there were plenty of people, but it wasn't like packed crazy, and they had enough people, agents working, and they were moving pretty, relatively fast. And at this point, all they are doing is verifying that you have the proper documentation. um, your application, your passport, photos, and your supporting documentation. So she looked at that, she stamped everything. I was good to go. Then she gave me another ticket. Now this ticket had a little yellow stripe on it, and then I had to go and sit in another area. In that area were people who were all getting either their new passports or their renewed passports, and you have several options as to how you can get your passport. Depending on the option that you choose determines how much it's going to cost. I got the regular. I got the regular, and that cost 6,500 Jamaican dollars. It can go from 6,500 Jamaican dollars to like 15,000 Jamaican dollars, and that's determined whether you do regular service, 3-day service, 1-day service, or same-day service. And that determines whether it's a lost passport that you're renewing, whether it's a new passport, and all that jazz. I got the regular because one, it was cheaper, and two, it's 7 days. I mean, that's not that long. I mean, I don't, unless I needed to fly out tomorrow or something, or the very next day, I didn't see any reason to pay extra. 7 days, and they were on it. They were like, your passport will be ready in 7 days. My passport was ready in 7 days. There's no backup. Like in the US, there is a mad crazy backup for a passport. Mad crazy backup. When I was getting ready to come this way, it was time for me to renew my passport, and something told me start this process early. I was so glad I did, because by the time we were ready to come to Jamaica, at the rate the US is going, my passport would not have been ready. But so I am glad that I did that. But Jamaica does not have those issues. So I was able to get my passport in 7 days for 6,500 Jamaican dollars. So that cost about $45, I think, 45 US dollars. So it was pretty simple. So when you're in that second waiting area, they're calling out, and this is pretty fast as well, relatively speaking. They're calling out, your numbers based on whether you're getting 7 day service, same day service, so forth and so on. And as soon as I was called into the other room, the final waiting room, where they verify all of your information, look at your paperwork again, and where you pay. That's when she let me know. She was confirming how I wanted my name on my application. On my actual passport and so forth. And hey, now go and pay, and you'll be ready. That's it. That was it. When I went to go and pick up the passport, there was really no waiting, so to speak. I told them I was here to pick up my passport. I went in a totally different room. There were four people ahead of me, and it was like, next. It was like they were on 69. I had 75. And it was like, next, next, next. Is that you? This is your passport? Yep. Yes. Show me your receipt, because you have to show the security your receipt that they give you when you first apply for it. And as soon as they see that receipt, they verify that's your passport. You get your passport. I think that process took probably about 10 minutes. 10 minutes to pick it up. So when you're going for the application, to submit your application, I guess they actually open up at 6:30 in the morning. I was going to say be there at 6:30 in the morning, but you don't really have to. I'm trying to figure out how long it. We must have gotten there around 8 or something like that, and I would say the whole process took maybe an hour and a half, possibly two. I don't think it was quite 2 hours. And that really wasn't that bad. I mean, I guess it's bad if you don't consider how long you have to wait if you go to a bank. I mean, the bank waiting is just what's always in my head. That's why I try to avoid banks here like the plague, COVID. I tried to avoid it. And so should you. But this is not bad. You're not going to wait long. It is a quick process. It is pretty fast. It's faster than I've ever gotten a passport before in my life. So yeah, I got it. I am happy. I can come and go as any Jamaican citizen. Yeah, I'm good to go. I am good to go. So I wanted to share that information with you. So I hope when you start this process, you just follow the instructions. Just be prepared. Have your paperwork and have your documentation. If you are a new applicant, you have to submit your application in person. If you are renewing your application, and some of you who may have left Jamaica when you were a small child, I think you have to submit your application in person, particularly if you no longer are in possession of your old passport. But even then, Raymond had to submit his application in person. I'm pretty sure you're renewing the application from when you were a child. You're going to have to submit it in person, but it's really no big whoop. It's easy. This is one of the easiest things that you're going to have to deal with in Jamaica. So I'm happy. I hope you're happy for me. I'm the new Jamaican, for real. One other thing I want to tell you. Jamaica has a dress code. Do not come to the PICO office, particularly the one on Constant Spring Road, with like spaghetti straps or his shoulders showing. Now, when I went to the office on Waterloo Road for my citizenship, I was a little concerned because I had on a dress where it wasn't spaghetti straps, but it was sleeveless. But I always carry a jacket with me because I know that Jamaica has a dress code. Some places will not let you in if your shoulders are showing. Now, when I went to pick up my citizenship papers, I did have on a sleeveless dress, like I said, but I had a jacket with me, but there seemed to be no issue. In fact, one of the employees had on a sleeveless dress as well. But I think the difference was it was sleeveless, but it wasn't spaghetti straps. When I went to pick up my passport, there were two people in line ahead of me that the security would not even let them in without putting on a t-shirt. They knew that there was a possibility they would not be able to get into the office with spaghetti straps on, because that's what they had on, spaghetti straps. So they had a t-shirt or jacket with them. Have that with you at all times. Or make sure your shoulders are covered. No, don't show your shoulders. A lot of places will not let you in. If you try and go to a hospital with short pants on, you're not getting in. If your shoulders are showing, you're not getting in. They don't play that. They have a dress code in Jamaica. It's just the way it is. Keep that in mind. Well, that is all I have for you on my new passport status. My citizenship is complete. I am so happy about that. Thank you so much for spending part of your day with me. If you have not done so, please go back and give my other videos a watch, a like, a comment, and share them as well. Signing off for now. Love, joy, and health to you until we meet again. Stay conscious and stay connected. Peace.